Hello friends, welcome to our channel Education Hub. In today's video, we will discuss about nutrition in human being. So please like and share this video and do not forget to subscribe and press bell icon for future notifications. Let's start with nutrition in human being. Human beings are complex animals which have a complex digestive system. So we have to understand this. The human digestive system is composed of an alimentary canal and some accessory glands. The alimentary canal is divided into several parts like esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and anus. Salivary gland, liver, and pancreas are the accessory glands which are outside the alimentary canal. Let's start with structure of human digestive system. Human digestive system is composed of alimentary canal and associated digestive glands. In alimentary canal, it includes mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine and large intestine. And in associated glands, it includes salivary gland, gastric gland, liver and pancreas. Now we will start with mouth or buccal cavity. Mouth is also called as buccal cavity. Mouth has teeth and tongue. Salivary glands are also present in the mouth, which secrete saliva. Tongue has receptors which perceives the sense of taste. Tongue also help in turning over the food so that saliva can be properly mixed. Teeth help in the breaking down the food into small particles so that swallowing of food become easier. There are 4 types of teeth in human being: incisors, canines, molars and premolars. Now we will do the use of all the 4 teeth. The incisor, they help in cutting off the food. Canines, they help in tearing the food and for cracking hard substance. Next are premolars, they are useful for the coarse grinding of food. Molars are used for fine grinding of food. Here you have to see the difference in molars and premolars, that premolars, they help in coarse grinding of food and molars in fine grinding of food. Here is a diagram of digestive system with labeling, that is very important, so do it carefully. Next is salivary gland secretes saliva that help in the swallowing of food. Saliva makes the food slippery, due to which we can easily swallow the food. Saliva also contains the enzyme salivary amylase. Salivary amylase digests the starch and convert it into sucrose or maltose. Next is esophagus. Esophagus is a long tube taking food from the mouth to the stomach by peristaltic movement. Now what is peristaltic movement? It is a rhythmic contraction of muscles of the lining of the alimentary canal to push the food forward. Next is stomach. Now we will discuss about the stomach. Stomach is a bag-like organ. Highly muscular walls of the stomach help in churning the food, that is means mixing of the food. The walls of the stomach secrete hydrochloric acid HCl, which kill the germs which may enter the food through the mouth. Moreover, it makes the medium inside the stomach acidic. Acidic medium is necessary for the gastric enzyme to work. Without acidic medium, this enzyme will not work. Next is enzyme pepsin secreted in the stomach during partial digestion of protein. Now you are thinking that HCl may destroy the walls of the stomach. No, that's not like that. The mucus secreted by the walls of the stomach save the inner lining of the stomach from getting damaged from HCl. Next is gastric juice. Here the table is made in gastric juice. There is pepsin, HCl and mucus. Pepsin enzyme that break down protein. HCl makes medium acidic and mucus that protect the lining of the stomach. Next is small intestine. Small intestine is a highly coiled tube-like structure. The small intestine is longer than large intestine, but its ileum is smaller than that of large intestine, due to which it is called small intestine. Small intestine is divided into 3 parts: duodenum, jejunum and ileum. Next is liver. Liver is the largest organ in the human body. The liver manufactures bile, which gets stored in the gallbladder. From the gallbladder, bile is released as and when required. Next is pancreas. Pancreas is situated below the stomach. It secretes pancreatic juice which contain many digestive enzymes. Next, chart for intestinal enzyme, their secretion and the site from where they are secreted. It is given, so do it properly. Next is bile and pancreatic juice go to the duodenum through a hepatopancreatic duct. Bile break down fats into small particles. This process is called emulsification of fats. So learn this process carefully. After that, the enzyme lipase digests fat into fatty acid and glycerol. Trypsin and chymotrypsin are enzymes which digest protein into amino acid. Complex carbohydrates are digested into glucose. The major part of digestion takes place in the duodenum. Do this properly. Next is no digestion takes place in the jejunum. Why? The inner walls in the ileum is projected into numerous figure-like projections called villi. Villi increase the surface area inside the ileum so that the optimum absorption can take place. Due to increase in the surface area, absorption increases. Moreover, villi also reduce the lumen of the ileum so that food can stay for a long duration in it. For optimum absorption, digested food is absorbed by villi. Next is large intestine. Large intestine is smaller than small intestine, but undigested food go into the large intestine. Some water and salt are also absorbed by the walls of large intestine. After that, the undigested food goes to the rectum from where it is expelled out through the anus. Large intestine absorb excess of water. The rest of the material is removed from the body via the anus, that is egestion. Hope guys my today's video is useful for you. So stay connected for my future videos. Thank you.